Now, I'm just the representative who is going to lead us for this meeting. Thank you.
Is it okay if I record the meeting?
Yes, please, you can.
Good. Awadifo.
Thank you so much. My name is Knight Zamida, who is going to take us through for today's meeting. At first, I apologize for being late. It's because Rukia and Christine are all sick and Innocent was not around. So we are going to start our fellowship, order of fellowship. The order of fellowship goes like this. The Rotary Grace will be said by Juliet. Then the loyal toast will be said by Taban. Then the forward test be said by Maka. The object of Rotary will be said by Azaga Innocent. Then the final toast will be said by Rukia Mareno. Without wasting time, let's stand up for the order of fellowship. Thank you so much. My name is called Juliet. I'm going to take you on the Rotary Grace for what we have received and what we are about to receive. May we be truly thankful and ever mindful of the need of the less privileged. Amen. Thank you. Thank you, Juliet. So we are going to the loyal test. Taban is going to take us through.
Okay, thank you. I'm Taban Saleh. I'm going to say a loyal toast to His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda.
To His Excellency the President of
the Republic of Uganda. Yeah.
Thank you. Now, Maka, you are going to take us through the four-way test.
Thank you so much. This is Maka Juma, Secretary Care Women Group. I'm going to take us through the four-way test. Here it goes. Of the things we do, say, or do, first, is it the truth? Second, is it fair to all concerned? Third, will it build goodwill and better friendship? Fourth, will it be beneficial to all concerned? Yes. Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much. We'll take you through object of Rotary. The object of Rotary is to encourage and foster the ideal of service as a basis of worthy enterprise, and in particular to encourage and foster. First, the development of acquaintance as an opportunity for service. Second, high ethical standards in business and professions, the recognition of the worthiness of all useful occupations, and the dignifying of each Rotarian's occupation as an opportunity to serve society. Third, the application of the ideal of service in each Rotarian's personal business and community life. Fourth, the advancement of international understanding, goodwill, and peace through a world fellowship of business and professional persons united in the ideal of service. Thank you.
Thank you, Innocent. We can now take our seats. Thank you so much. We only have three updates for today's meeting. The first one is about the good news of Mechu, finishing the Mechu borehole. This morning, the Mzuzu well drilling team went and finished up the installation of that borehole. So the communities in that village have started using the borehole. They were happy. They are saying that
if there are other communities who also refuse the borehole, or they are ready to receive it. Then the second one is about the project of Tiju. The project of Tiju is now going on well, and the constructions of latrines are going on. Maybe some 2 to 3 weeks, they can complete those ones. The third one is the Machangana construction of latrines. The members are now working hard to finish up their latrines. They are now left with the 20 latrines. Since there are only 20 which are left, the community members were saying that not reaching a month, they will be finishing up those ones. So that is the update I got from Otu Zaitun. Thank you. Any reaction? And the addition from Innocent. And Rotarians from online.
Thank you for the update, and you're doing an excellent job of stepping in under these difficult circumstances. So thank you for being there to host the meeting.
And Samiru, who were the drillers for the well in Mechu?
I'm one of them. 90 Zamida. Then Anderu Shamira. Dawa Aziza. The engineer Adiru Beatrice. Len Christine. Since she's sick today, she didn't join us. Galu was also there. And Hamidi. Thank you.
And Gallo, you met. Gallo has done many wells before, but he did them another way. Is that right? So Gallo is a traditional well driller, well builder, but he was a guy who went down in the hole and dug the 10 meters by 3 meter diameter pit, and now he's stayed on with building with building the wells this new method. Excellent. Any other comments from online? This is excellent progress. We're very happy with what you're doing, and sorry it's so much work.
Thank you.
So how many wells have the Yumbe women well drillers drilled up until now? How many wells? You've completed 6?
Gloria, go ahead. They can't see your hand because they're on the phone.
Okay, yeah, okay.
There are 7.
7, okay.
Okay, thank you so much. First of all, I'm sorry that both President Christine and Charter President Rukia are not well. I wish them a quick recovery. And then I want to thank you. Yeah, then I want to thank you for stepping in. Also, I want to thank Innocent because he was out in the field and he came riding back to the office to host the meeting. So I want to congratulate you and thank you. I know that if you have been out in the field and you were drilling the well with all this heat, and you must be exhausted, but we want to appreciate the work you do. Also, this is actually the right season for drilling the wells because the water table is at its lowest. Therefore, when you hit water and you find it with that water detecting mummy, you're actually doing a wonderful job. And I'm so proud of you. I want to thank you and congratulate you for the hard work that you are doing.
Thank you.
Then I would like to give you another information. The Rotarians that came from Canada were able to give some money on the spot when we came to Zone 1 in Bidi. And the women there had a numerous, they gave very many requests. And one of the priorities that we considered was their request for a grinding mill. We thought that if we submit or we give them the grinding mill, if we buy the grinding mill and give it out to them, because this is the harvest season, they'll be able to process their grains. They'll be able to grind the cassava, grind the sorghum, grind the millet, and sell it. They can also grind and make money. But since there are only five grinding mills, portable grinding mills, we'll have to agree which are the groups to receive that. We have already placed orders for the grinding mills, and I hope by this weekend we can have those grinding mills and we shall come with them to Yumbe, and those group will be trained how to operate the grinding mill. Is very easy to do so that they can start their work. So that is something, but I'll keep you updated through Innocent and through Christian, or through the WhatsApp group for Rotary Club of Yumbe. And once we have received them in Arua, we shall come to Yumbe and hand them over and have that training component done. So that is some good news for you, and I'm sure the women are going to be very happy.
Thank you so much.
I also understand you are applying for the phase 2 of the malaria small grant. It's called a small grant, but it's $10,000 US. So we had a meeting with the Malaria Partners International, and they were very impressed by the report from the first phase of the malaria intervention. So they are looking forward to receiving application for phase 2. And the directors of Malaria Partners International say they are very proud and they will not be shy to share the report of Yumbe, because it's an excellent report, and the impact been assessed. There was a baseline done and also a final evaluation done after the project was implemented. So they are very proud of the way this project was implemented in Yumbe. And they are promising that 2 of the directors would like to attend the district conference of District 9213, where they will come and showcase to other Rotarians in Uganda and Tanzania how the Yumbe project was implemented. So we are looking at you as a model, and we are very proud of that achievement. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Innocent, we had to add
That is it from me.
Okay. Yeah, indeed. Thank you so much. Indeed, Gloria, I would like to congratulate you, including the Canadian Rotarians who visited the women group supported by TCP Global in Zone 1. Indeed, that has been really great in a way that since the women groups are now shifting their profits to do farming because of the reduction of food. So I think what you have provided is really great as they requested from you, and thank you so much for responding quickly to support those refugees. Indeed, that has been a very great achievement. We shall once this grind mills reach, and then we shall organize it so well to see that the teams we have invited, because we had selected villages, which I submitted to you, who turned up for the meeting, so we can see together how we can arrange and give these grinding mills to the women groups. Indeed, that can even add a value from cassava flour. Maybe things like sorghum and so on can be turned into another value that can even in turn bring them at least also quick money. Thank you so much for all your efforts and all the Rotarians, and including our partners for improving the lives of the communities here in Yumbe. Because if you look at the background of Yumbe, Yumbe had been really one of the least or poorest district, but now it is now becoming again more because of this empowerment, especially for the women. So I appreciate this partnership. We shall do our best to work together with you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Madam President?
We have Helena's hand up.
Yes. First of all, yeah, with these grinding mills that are coming for the Bitty Bitty refugee camp, I'm wondering if any of the VSLA groups in Yumbe would also like to have a grinding mill, because there's an opportunity that they could just take 1 million of their earnings from the TCP Global loans or from their VSLA groups. And these groups could buy grinding mills and then use that as an earning possibility for the groups. I thought I had it.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think most of the groups will need this support. For care women group, we really need that grinding mill. And I also want to join Innocent for appreciating your support for the refugees, because if you see now, the mobility rate of the refugees going back to their country is so high. And if you're supporting them, that will be good to supplement whatever little they're receiving. Yeah, thank you so much. I think for our group, we will. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
So do most of the groups?
I'm hearing in from the rest of the members that they all need the grinding mill for their groups. Yeah.
But at 1 million Uganda shillings, is that possible that they could use their earnings or maybe take some of their VSLA savings for that as a group project? Something to think about.
Yeah.
Yes.
The presiding president.
Every group need that grinding machine. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Auntie Gloria?
I think as the groups are now getting into food production, it will be a good idea to go into value addition, so that you don't sell your cassava and the sorghum and the millet cheaply. When you add, maybe when you process the cassava, the millet, it will have added value, so that will be good for you. But I think each group should decide what they want. Sorry, I don't know what is happening to my video, but I hope you can hear me. So if
Yes.
each of the groups decide what they want, you don't just want to copy and paste because the other group has, because you must also have a market. If everyone has a grinding mill, then it may not make sense. So some of the some of the group can also buy the ground-out sim grinding machine. There's a machine which you can use for making anyutika. You grind sim and groundnuts, and that is also there's a big market for anyutika in the home because people no longer want to grind the sim and the groundnuts on the stone or in the pounding mortar. You can use a machine, and that machine is available. It costs it's under 2 million shillings. The same service provider who is bringing these portable grinding mills can also procure that. I got quotations from him, so you can buy it at 1,770,000 Uganda shillings, and he trains you how to use it. And there's also a bucket and spoon included for grinding that anyutika and pouring the hot one into the bucket. So that is another small scale grinding mill that you can have in the group. It will ease a lot of your work, and it may also add value to the groundnuts and simsim.
Yeah, and simsim. Yeah.
When I come to Yumbe, anytime this weekend or before, we can also discuss it when we're there in the office. Okay. And then one other comment I wanted to make, I don't know if James Nkoka is still online. Is James still there?
I don't think so.
He left because he's one of those on the district grants committee that are reviewing our global grant application. We are almost at the tail end of submitting the grant. And last week, club president wrote to the grants committee to request for a DDF allocation. So Nelson Kabwama wrote back. He's the chair of the Rotary District Grants Committee. And he asked if we had finished responding to all the questions they raised last year in September. So Chris responded that all those edits were done because they asked us to remove the malaria, remove the microloans. So it was a 2-pager feedback they gave to us, and most of those things I think we have already worked on. So we are waiting for them to look into the application and give us a feedback. After that, we hope we can now submit. Because once we submit the report, the application, we are not going to have any input in it again. And if they find any faults, they are going to return the whole application back to us. So we want to avoid that. I hope that they'll consider our request for DDF allocation so that the grant can be submitted, authorized by the various parties that are going to put signatures to the application, and we look forward to implementing that global grant. I know many clubs, David is speaking to many clubs, and they're getting interested in supporting the global grant. But I will think, let us now put a hold, and so that we submit this global grant, it gets approved and funded, then we can have a phase 2. Otherwise, if we keep editing and editing, we are not going to submit this grant, and the Rotary year will come to an end when we have not even done any activity. And yet we have most of the funding now available. Thank you.
Thank you. And Joyce has her hand raised.
I would like to support the idea of getting the grinders. A few years ago, we were able to get two powered cassava chippers and two grinders so that two villages could process their cassava. We had introduced the always using tarpaulins for drying the chips so they were kept very clean. The cassava flour that was produced is so white that it is sold for a premium price. So that brings some income to the villages. I would support the idea not only of grinders, but also cassava chippers if it's possible.
And Helene has her hand up.
Yeah, I'm
Thank you.
glad that Gloria is planning to discuss this when she goes to Yumbe, because I was thinking for this International Foundation Agricultural Grant, it would be good to talk about all of the value added that the groups are working towards as well. So like the chippers and the grinders, and if there's anything else, because yeah, they do need to diversify. Everybody can't have a grinder or a chipper, but there's probably lots of other ways that you could add value. And then I will just mention those as supporting projects that the groups are doing, and then try to get the maximum amount of funds from the grant to use for the larger loans for the various agricultural projects. And then the other thing is, if David wants to keep looking for money, maybe he could get money for, for the yeast that makes this all happen, which is the microloans for women's groups to empower them so that they can start changing their communities. Or I'm sure Chris would have other ideas of where those, any other potential funders could direct their money. Thank you. Great meeting as usual.
May I make one suggestion, which is rather than putting all of our eggs in one basket, grinders or chippers or whatever, that we try to introduce one intervention at a time and evaluate what it appears to do and how it appears to benefit the group that does it. So maybe one group gets buys a grinder, but they have some evaluation plan for the return on investment. Another group gets a chipper. Another group maybe gets treadmill or treadle pump to irrigate the field, and what is the effect of that. And maybe another group gets a solar dryer for the gobs of mango that Yumbe produces. And I think my understanding is that mango goes bad because people can't eat that much mango in May. So Gloria's an expert in agriculture. Let's look at testing these methodologies in the Yumbe market rather than just going in with one. Another one that we've got is the grain storage with the different plastic containers that Joyce introduced, the bags that Joyce introduced us to. So let's try to do pilots with these different methods and go big when we find that the pilot is highly successful. Does that make sense?
Yes, but whatever you decide at this meeting with Gloria, please let me know, because I'm pushing ahead on this international grant. So I'll mention what your long-range plans are. And while we're talking about surveys, I'd like to know if Innocent and the other people with survey capacity on their phones are prepared to start doing impact surveys for the microloan program.
Innocent, do you want more work to do?
Yes. Yeah, I'm just here. I really need to work, and then I need to keep myself busy. So I think if the survey has been designed, if it can be maybe done online, when it is ready, please let me know. We can work together with the women leadership, and then maybe some also Rotarians to join me, so that we can be able to carry out the survey more quickly. Thank you.
So I can download the survey to your phone, to Lenny Christine's phone, to Rukia's phone, and maybe to Sambua's phone, and I don't know whether I've done that before, but I'll do it. Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you too.
Yeah, hopefully the impact survey then will make it possible for us to get more money to support your projects if we can demonstrate the impact.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Since we are now past our normal time, we are going to adjourn our meeting by saying the final toast. Maneno Ruke is going to say for us the final toast, and I thank everyone online or in the house for joining us for today's meeting. Thank you. Can you stand up for the final toast?
Yes. Thank you so much. Call me Maneno Rukia. I say final toast. I give you Rotary International. Wow. Rotary world over. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
No, thank you so much. Our meeting is officially adjourned. I wish everyone blessings. Next time, we hope to meet again. Thank you.
Very good.
Bye, everyone.
Next
See you
week.
next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.